So this is a pilot course, but I want to, well, Ravi said everything almost, but maybe I add a few things about the LeNS project and the LeNSin, the LeNS network, which is a network of university, and the LeNSin project, which is a project that financed us to be here. Now you find it, what is LeNS, LeNSin, LeNS, this stupid acronym that you are using, and in this case are quite confusing, but I hope that I will give you some light about this. And okay, so what I'm going to do now is really to present the network and the project. Okay. Yeah, just to see. No, I'm one to go backward. I have to do like this. Yeah. Fantastic. Get the point. So LeNS, you guess what LeNS stands for? You can read it. The Learning Network on Sustainability. And when we speak about learning, you know, we are in a learning society. Everyone has to learn. And when we speak to the student, it's like we are talking to you. No, definitely. It's not that we don't talk to you, we don't discuss with you, we don't learn with you, but it's even that we, as professor, researcher, are learning. So for us, this course here is a learning process. So you, as a student, future designer, are, you know, researcher together with us. So okay, be peaceful that you are a student. You don't have any responsibility. That is all up to us. But take in mind, if you trust that sustainability is a key important for our future, and that we are not doing what we should do, that you are part of this research. You're really part of the research. This is really into that. So I'm really very happy that I heard that so many, I don't know how you succeed to have so many student professors from different schools all around India. That's really very exciting and very, very interesting. Because then you can even spread the news about LeNS everywhere, in other places, everywhere, in the places where you go. So it's international. In fact, nowadays it counts on 125 universities all around the world, in all continents, which is, I think, in design one of the biggest. I don't know if there are other network of university, at least related to sustainability. And when we speak about 120 institutions, it's something. But you know, within the institution there are persons. And persons are those that people, you, we, that do the things, okay? Institution may help us because give the space, give sometimes the money, the opportunity, the connection with others, but then it's really the people. It's Ravi, it's Pankaj, is whoever, you know, all of us that are doing this into the university. So 120 university, but then the network of people is really wider. And we are doing this in an open and multipolar way, so there is not, even though maybe there is someone that initiated this, Professor Ravi said, we meet, he came in Milan in the first pilot courses. At the beginning, we were a few universities, we were maybe dreaming, yes, maybe one day it will be bigger. It looked like it's a good vision, but then when we come up today that it's 125 and a few other DNIDs want to come inside and a few other want to come inside, and you know, from other part of the world, this means that this is really a momentum, and it's something that is interesting and at least calling attention. it's open, it means that, and I will tell you this a bit later, are you familiar with the copyleft and open source code and these kind of things? All of you? No? So, you know what copyright, maybe you know, okay, that's okay. Copyleft is on the other side, or on the other hand, or politically speaking, I don't want to come into this discussion. But copyright, you have the copyright, so what you write, what you did, it's there, and if someone else wants to have it, it has to pay this, it has to, maybe you cannot reuse this for your own purposes and so on. You have to copyleft that has a type of that has a Creative Commons license, is a licensing that is used worldwide. Let anyone to take, whether it's a book or the video, so I was the video that we are doing, or whatever it is, to be downloaded if it's from internet, then reuse, remix, translated, readapted. What does it mean? That if we are doing a lecture here, me, maybe with your contribution of other, this can be downloaded by a professor from Burkina Faso, either from US or from wherever. Reuse intents of, there is something interesting, I take this, there is something that is not into the sustainability agenda of my place, I readapt this to my place, and so on. So it led the knowledge to grow, you know, in a sharing, in a learning by sharing environment. And since the challenge of sustainability is so important, it's very good that we feel as a community in which we are sharing. We are not hiding our PowerPoint into the drawers, or our book just with a copyright or something. If this knowledge spread, and it's important that it goes quickly, because actually, as I will tell you in a while, the situation is not the best, okay? We are close to the collapse of the system. So adopting this way of producing and diffusing knowledge is quite important. It's not only us doing this. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology, for example, is doing open courses. It's a very private university, so you may think that they want to have the money. No, they are doing this in this way. So it starts to be not mainstream, but it starts to be even a way of doing, to produce the knowledge and to diffuse the knowledge into this way. And so this is a key part of our vision and our strategy. And so, what is the, I should write scope, the ambition, because we would like to be a little bit ambitious, knowing that it could be risky, but let's put it there, to promote rapidly. As I said, we don't have that much time before we reach the moment in which the ecosystem and the human being into that go to a collapse. We work and we promote a new generation of designers. So you or within the design community. And doing this throughout the building of a new generation of design educator and researcher. And I'm speaking to the colleague here. Of course, we have the role together with the student. Of course, we are all the time learning by the student, but of course we have the role, we are paid. They give us some money to do this, so at least we have to do for this. To build new knowledge and diffuse this new knowledge in sustainability. And so it's key important that the educational sector and the person into that are teaching design for sustainability, are researching on design for sustainability. The LeNS ethos I already anticipated. You see, I didn't have the time to really prepare a proper presentation because I wake up a few minutes ago. But it goes how it goes, and I hope it works anyhow. So we want to really to promote to the design community worldwide to shift to a multipolar. Multipolar, it means that there is not, as I said before, one lead, because Polytechnic and IIT, Christie School was in the first LeNS project. We are, you know, the initiator or whatever. It's really multipolar. It's that any institution, or better still, any person is there and can be in contact with anyone into the network in relation to the personal interest and whatever, and even the students, okay? I would say especially the students, but so far we have a higher responsibility into that. Right after, it will be yours. Open, I said, copyleft, I said, in a learning by sharing and distributed knowledge generation. Knowledge by sharing is that it's really important that we learn from, when I'm running out of time, you tell me, Ravi, because I'm used to do that. Learning by sharing it's really key important. If we have to diffuse this knowledge rapidly, as I said, sometimes we speak about slow movement and something. It's okay. We have to slow down our life. For example, personally, me not working till 3 in the night. But said this, sometimes I have to work even rapidly because the situation is really it's really difficult and it's really close to the collapse. So the fact that there are colleagues from Christie, from other places, or even students that have a knowledge already there, that is good that we are sharing this. I cannot study all the book, I cannot study all the things, and so if this knowledge is there and is available for everyone, I mean, it's like Ravi has been studying for me, and I've been because I cannot read all the books, or you know, and I look at what he's, you know, his wisdom and knowledge took up there, and I take and I copy. You know, you say to the student, don't copy. Now here we say, copy the best you can. This is our funny way of saying. Of course, say these come from my colleague or that students or this and so on. But this is the point. So slow but even fast. We have to know we are not, I don't want to invent like fast food, fast sustainability, but we have to go rapidly, let me say this. We have some tools, we have some physical labs. They are open, they are free, so either student or professor, researcher can go into that, and there you find, you know, some knowledge or some tools that can support you in designing. We are building this within the project. And the other thing important is that we have an open learning e-platform for collecting all this copyleft knowledge that we are producing. For example, even the one that we are producing in the pilot courses that we are going to do. So all the lecture of the pilot courses, all your presentation will be video recorded if you accept, and they will be uploaded on the platform so that everyone will be available, though not here present in this time, to look at it, to download it, to reuse it, and so on. And the other thing, yes, is decentralized, but I think that I come to this later, yes. So these are the 10 labs by which we have received the money from the European Union to build up, but it is so that other universities that are part of the wider LeNS network, now in the LeNSin we are at 36 universities involved, 12 with a budget, the other anyhow involved, but the overall number of universities around 125, and in many places in Colombia, in Iran, in other places, they started, in other places of India, they started a LeNS lab with this same idea that okay, it is open, free, and it's connected with the other labs, so that the same labs learn from each other, okay? So if I discover that something is interesting, there is a good tool, good knowledge, good something, this has to be there. Let the other knows about it. So why not to share this, okay? So this is why we have video conferences tool in the lab, so it's not just a tool, but to be connected. And this is the platform that should have been finalized and ready and fully tested till the end. As maybe you know, when you work with IT person developing something, there is always something that needs to be fixed till till the last minute. So we are still testing few things, but nevertheless, no, let me go back. The point is that we have a decentralized, this is quite new, we have a decentralized web platform. It means that in LeNS India, there is in the server, I think it's we bought a server here in India, all the learning resources, I will tell you what are they in a while, are collected and uploaded into that. In China, there is another platform, and they collect all the resources over there and so on. But then there is an overall platform by which you can navigate as it, you know, like the same, and you switch on and off if you don't want to see LeNS India, because I don't trust what LeNS India are saying, you know, something like this. I prefer Mexico. I enjoy it. The point is that you can really navigate through all of the network and all of the server, and then you have, of course, other filter, just want to see courses, this professor, or this year, or this topic, and so on. But this makes this a little bit new compared to other open platform worldwide. And why this is so important? Because, you know, when it's open, a platform, the risk is that you can have there whatever. So the scientific quality can go very low, and we don't want this. We accept different point of view, but the scientific quality is another thing, all right? So if you want to have the scientific quality high, it means that you have to spend all of your time checking if what is, I'm not speaking that there are bad words said by somebody, but the quality of what is taught or what is said it's good. So what we do is we decentralize the you know, the monitoring that the quality is good. We cannot do so. In India, they will be doing with their responsibility this. In China, they will do. In Mexico, the same. In Europe, we are doing, and so on. Another network. This, so let the network to be improved, distributing the responsibility about this. And of course, then they are all connected, so you can navigate through just one platform. And what you have here inside, I tell the basic learning resources, you will find courses, full courses. The courses here will be uploaded after the end of the course. The video recording, the PowerPoint, the lecture, the tools that we have been using, the case study that we have been working and presenting here will be uploaded, and even the project of the student. Okay, so your project will be uploaded on the website. case study of telling what is happening right now, but it's not that all happening right now is the future. If not, this is not the future. So we are looking at you as the future with your creativity, you know. Sustainability needs lots of creativity, and we need you. So we want to have a catalog of the best practice, but even a catalog of the best idea for a sustainable future. And this is all up to you. So we have a space for that. And the point is that, so anyone, any designer, any teacher, any student can access this and can view and can download whatever they want, okay? With different way of searching into it. And having just one platform into which you can browse this to make it easier. So what we thought it was that maybe not only the learning resources, the lecture, the PowerPoint I'm using here or something else, but the same LeNS, the same platform could be downloadable for free. So if a new network in LeNS in Colombia want to start, in Iran want to start, they can have it for free. They download it, they customize it, they upload their learning resources. We have a system to have this connected with the other. They will appear in the list of the switches of our network. So even the platform is copyleft and open. So how the story went, few words. I don't know, I'm over the time. Right? Still, a little bit, I go fast. Here is a fast story. We have, we started, as I said, in 2007. First project called LeNS, a second project called LeNSis. So here you see, ES stands for Sustainable Energy. This was Be Regional with Africa. We have been working for 3 years with African University on sustainable energy. It's a key point in sustainable energy. No time to speak about this. And the LeNSin now, this is the project, and this is focused on sustainable product service system. Now these are words, you will learn about this in a while, and distributed economy. And these are few things about this project. These I said. These are the number of university. And when I was in Brussels as coordinator of at the beginning of the project, they called all the coordinator, the 45 coordinator of the winning. So there were 45 winner in Europe. It was very, very competitive, very, very competitive. It was the first time that the EU led a project to be multi-regional, not be regional just with Africa or just with Asia, but all around the world, except the rich country, US or some other places. And the boss of the European community approached me and said to me, you are Professor Vezzoli, nice to meet you. I'm very interested because yours is the widest and most multi-regional partnership. You think you succeed to do that? Well, no, but don't be afraid. We will look after you all over the time. Oh yes, now I feel relaxed. But in this case, I think that the quantity could make exceed the quality. Because if we are really that many, it doesn't mean that I will be in contact with everyone, but it gives us the opportunity. And the point is really that we have to diffuse design for sustainability worldwide. So we have some main activity, go fast. We had 5 international seminars in the different places. We have 2 rounds of pilot courses. We are in the second round, and we are here in IIT now, Guwahati. We have the labs, I told you that. So we had to develop labs, so to buy a computer, to have a room, to buy software and other things, something like this. And the platform that I told you, it's easy to go fast. And then maybe a few things about this dissemination and exploitation activity. Since this is about decentralized, we decided to make a decentralized conference. That means that we will have a final conference of the project that will happen in the same time in 6 places. So it will be here in India, in Bangalore. It will be in Mexico City. It will be in Cape Town in South Africa. It will be in Beijing. What I'm missing, something I don't remember. Anyhow, Brazil, sorry. Aguinaldo will be offended. Aguinaldo is a professor from Brazil. He's a very nice friend, not only very nice friend, a great scientist. And so the conference will happen at the same time for 2 days. At the same time, since we are very distant, from Mexico to China, to have it at the same time is really not that easy, because when something starts in one place, they are going. It's early in the morning and they are going to sleep. It's late in the evening in the other part. But we are planning to have something that actually should try to have this as a unique conference. So we have just one website, one proceeding, presentation will be here and there, and we have still to invent something, because we are not in Star Trek that we can jump from one place to the other, but we are creative. As designer, we have this into our mind. So sorry for being late, and if I was, because of my few hours sleep, I went a little bit, not really straight away, but I hope that I give you an idea of what LeNS is, and I hope even the importance of it. So I would like even the student to be part of it. So after this course, remember, there is the LeNS network. Maybe you will be either professor, either designer, or either citizen knows that this is there. And if you want to give a contribution, this is open. We don't like formalities, but we can even sign letters or something and so on. But just be open, and just help us, or help you, or help the other to be more sustainable. Thank you very much.